Hey guys, what it do? It's your boy Supreme Cheer the God, man. With Seongji, Yuk, man, versus James Lee. Sensational. So we actually see here that Seongji, Yuk literally had the potential to be stronger than James Lee. Now, listen, in this chapter, they fight. It's a fighting chapter, so there's not too much to talk about in terms of like dialogue and stuff like that. But we do learn a few things. We learn that they're very, very elite have two specialties. And we also get here a glimpse of Vengeance's dad. And it seems like he had three because he told Yuk, right? I'm just going to say Yuk. He told him, bro, yo, listen, you are the most talented person I've ever trained, bro. You can master two abilities. And if you go beyond that, you can be as good as me. Which tells me one thing guaranteed. I mean, we always kind of knew. Come closer. I feel like that guy on TikTok who's always like, come closer with the glasses. No, but literally, right? That means that Garyon Kim had three specialties and Vinjin's dad had three specialties: strength, speed, grappling, or strength, speed, heart. This is why James Lee could not surpass Garyon Kim and had to have done something, probably drugged him in order to defeat him or jumped him. They definitely did some kind of crazy plan in order to get Garyon Kim out of the way. They might have even just got him shot a few times, to be quite honest with you, you know. But I know he'd be able to dodge bullets because we seen these boys do no type of crazy shit. So they must have finessed him, drugged him, fought him, shot him. You know what I'm saying? Something, bro, because he has three specialities, it looks like, because in order to surpass Vengeance's dad, you needed to go beyond two specialities. Now, James Lee says he has two specialities: speed and technique. He is faster than Yuk. He is much faster than Seongji Yuk. Way faster. And his technique is more precise. But Seongji Yuk has strength, like power off the wazoo. And that's it. Power. And in this fight, Seongji Yuk unlocks speed. He catches up to his speed in an instant. Imagine learning that rapidly. Something that James Lee has been doing for years. Having the advantage of being having Mr. Choi as a guiding light, aka elite. And yet you caught up to him in one fight. After defeating two very powerful opponents that even the Zero Generation thought were worthy, and you soloed the two of them by yourself. Imagine that. Sensational. And so Seongji Yuk has won me over. He has impressed me. He's fighting toe-to-toe with elite on steroids. It tells me that he must have been stronger. And it showcases why all the first generation kings mourn his death, because it feels like he probably defeated James Lee or could have defeated James Lee. But some nefarious things probably occur here. What if I tell you that the most likely thing that occurs next is that Chonlong is captured and they utilize that to kill Seongji Yuk? Because now James Lee has to kill him because he refused to join Charles Choi. And that Lido guy was baffled. Like, what? How dare he try to recruit this guy that I'm trying to get rid of? And James Lee was like, and he says, I will recruit you to my. Do you know what I'm saying? I think here early on, Charles isn't perfect at hiding his secrets. And perhaps one of the reasons he killed Garyon Kim is because Garyon Kim discovered it. Or somebody close to Garyon Kim discovered it. And he had to get rid of him. And this is such an intriguing thing. But Garyon Kim, it just shows how much more powerful he was than everybody else. And apparently Vengeance's dad was up there with him. So it's very exciting to see where the story is going. I love Lookism, man. They cooking. The Vengeance backstory, finally got it. I need to do a video on that actually, specifically because wow. But yeah, man, I just wanted to talk about this fight, and I really thought, Seongji Yuk really did a sensational job here. He was fighting James Lee. He got his shoulder not necessarily broken but dislocated. James Lee incorrectly said that he broke it. And Seongji Yuk was like, shoulder the tree to put it back in place. Says, I just had to put it back in place and then started dominating, bro. Drop James Lee. Like, we see James Lee against all the first generation kings, and he was dismantling all of them with ease. I don't think any of them even got a hit in, bro. He was cooking all of them with ease, speed, finesse, light work. And he thought he'd be the same thing here. Arrogance. Because Charles thinking, in my young body, I'm the best. If you believe in the two body theory, check the video that I did last on this, saying beautiful video. And so that's kind of the situation that we're in here. And, he really came out here and he turned up his speed, grabbed James Lee and slammed him so hard. James Lee looks like he passed out. Now, we know these guys, right? There's so many chapters you see these strong guys. It looks like they passed out and then they get back up and they're like, impressive. So we know for a fact James Lee is not going to be out over one hit. But he might be a little bit of a glass cannon here. We might be getting information here that he might be a little bit of a glass cannon. But it's really rare for characters in Lookism to be glass cannons. They all tend to be very durable if they're very strong. So I'm super excited to see how this story goes. And I know that this arc is going to end with gunfighting against all of these guys. Like not all of these guys, but like the next generation, the second generation. Because Gun and Goo aren't really counted as any generation. I mean, they're technically in the first generation, but they're like way stronger than the first generation kings. So it's really interesting here. I don't know what generation are Gun and Goo. Like, they're just like the only in between. Generation 1.5, like what? Because they're not first generation kings. They're not generation 0 and they're not second generation. So they're just Gun and Goo. But yeah, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm gonna try to drop more videos. I don't know if I'll be able to get a chance to edit this one because I want to drop a few videos. But if I do, actually, I don't think I'll be able to edit this one because I have to do something later, so I won't have time to edit it. But I might try to edit it on the train on my way back to the city. But fingers crossed, we'll see what happens. Anyways, appreciate you guys. All the best. Subscribe. I'm out. I think One Piece is about to, I think after this arc, maybe if things build up a bit more, I don't know. I'm enjoying the arc. Wano, I'm enjoying it. Wano, when I say Wano, goddamn, where are we? Egghead. I'm enjoying Egghead a lot, but simultaneously, I don't know. I think I enjoyed Kuma's backstory the most thus far about these chapters, but that's just me. Anyways, it's been your boy Supreme Cheer the God. What do you guys think is going to happen next in JJK?